More drop points for Manchester City at home. It's getting to be, I don't know, a defensive meltdown.
Well, what a shock.
I mean,
if only somebody had noticed that.
It's just that they're not fixing any of the issues, and I don't understand why.
There are certain things that you can fix and certain things that are just going to happen because either somebody's not in form or you've got the wrong player in the wrong spot. You know, you can coach defending, but when it comes down to it, when the coach is sat on the side and the player's on the field, he has to make the right decision and do the right thing. And City defensively right now don't have the players that can do that. You know, John Stones is at fault. He's out-jumped in the first goal, and that's because his starting position's wrong. And then in the second goal, when all you have to do is defend a lead for 8 minutes, and they can't do that. You know, gets done one-on-one, just real simple, gets done. And then Fernandinho, who's a centre midfielder, not a centre-back, some will say he's unlucky to put the ball in his own net, but again, he's not unlucky. He gets himself in a position where he's actually stretching. Instead of reading the situation and giving himself an extra half a step, he ends up not being able to sort his feet out and sticks it in his own net. So we've got a central defender who can't make good decisions when it matters, and you've got somebody playing out of position who, although on occasion reads the game well and looks as though he looks the part, he's making mistakes and it's costing goals. So again, this shouldn't be a surprise to us. The only surprise is that City, although they lost 2, didn't score more. Because really that's how they're going to be winning games. Unless they obviously get Laporte back, but they need to sign another central defender. Certainly somebody who's better than what they have. Because if they don't, the rest of the season particularly is going to be about having to outscore the opposition because you're leaking goals. Now, fortunately for City, they have the players and they have the ability that they could actually do that. But you know what? When you're stepping on the field week in and week out and game in, game out, knowing that you're going to have to score 3 and 4 goals to win a game, that's a tough place to start.
Yeah, Sergio Aguero dug them out with a couple of goals. He's gone past Frank Lampard now. He's
amazing
in the all-time Premier League scoring charts. But to your point about the defence, how much of it is a Guardiola problem overall in terms of talent identification or the players that they choose to bring in? He had this problem at goalkeeper. He solved it by bringing in a goalkeeper who was great with the attributes that he wanted, obviously with his feet, and also was a decent goalkeeper.
Right.
At centre-half, does that player exist out there for him to go and take, who can play the way that he wants, a Rolls-Royce defender?
This is where your scouting comes in. And this is where your ability, if he indeed has the final say on whether they sign a player or not, because we don't actually know that. It could be Beguristain. He could be the guy that says, well, here's the guy I've got you.
Yeah.
You know, if Guardiola can turn around and say, I don't want him because I don't think he fits, then to me that should be the scenario. The head coach should have the last say. But again, I'm not so sure that Guardiola is a great judge of a defender. Because right now, the way they're defending, and certainly over the last 18 months, it's been questionable.
Let's give some credit to Crystal Palace to end on. They were missing 7 first-teamers today, and yet again, just like last year when they came to the Etihad and actually got the win, here they gave them a right good game, didn't they?
Do you know what? It's great when you got talent. You know, Saha's a huge talent. But for a coach, when you've got a bunch of players who a lot of wouldn't probably be in your, if everybody's fit in your starting 11, can go to a place like City and when the final whistle goes, are absolutely, utterly shattered. They've given every single ounce for you, for the fans, for the rest of their teammates. That's a great place to be as a coach. Yes, we all want the best players, but I'll tell you what, if you can get a group of players that have got heart and desire and just love playing the game the way Palace do, That's a great place to be as well.
And they came back from 2-1 down in the final minutes to steal a point from Manchester City. Congratulations to Roy Hodgson as he continues to punch above Crystal Palace's weight with that long injury list. And for Pep Guardiola, not a happy birthday, I'm afraid. 2 more points dropped, and obviously watching Liverpool disappear into the distance, perhaps.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.